Hey guys, and welcome to another streaming video. Today's video is quite a different one as I've never seen it be done before. But yeah, basically it's going to be me making the perfect Mario Kart game out of all the previous Mario Kart tracks. So this might sound a bit... Let me explain what it means. Basically, for let's say the Mushroom Cup, I'm going to be picking my 4 favourite Mushroom Cup tracks for any of the previous Mario Kart titles, and I'm going to be putting them in my favourite Mushroom Cup, pretty much. You might not get it now, but you'll get it as we go along. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, now starting off with the Mushroom Cup. These tracks include Mario Kart Stadium from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Baby Park from Mario Kart Double Dash, Mushroom Gorge from Mario Kart Wii, and Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS. Now, I went with Mario Kart Stadium as I thought a Mario Kart game isn't really a Mario Kart game without an awful circuit track at the start, so I chose the best one out there, and it isn't too bad. Baby Park is just so chaotic. I was surprised I found it in the Mushroom Cup when I looked through these tracks. It just seemed so chaotic to fit in that cup. Mushroom Gorge is just a great track, a nice amount of difficulty, and just an overall great experience. And Luigi's Mansion is such a cool track, and with the whole release of Luigi's Mansion 3, it would seem rude not to include it. Now next up is obviously the Flower Cup. Now these are going to have Music Park from Mario Kart 7, Toad's Harbour from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Waluigi Pinfall from Mario Kart DS, and Waluigi Stadium from Double Dash. Now this is a really solid cup. I forgot how many amazing tracks there were in this one. Starting off with Music Park. Who doesn't love this track? It's such a joyful theme. Next up, Toad's Harbour. I love this track, and it's one of my favourite in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Waluigi Pinball, my favourite track of all time. Don't believe me? Check out this vid. Yep, told you. It's so exhilarating. Music to big pinballs to Waluigi. It's just great. Finally, another Waluigi track, Waluigi Stadium. This is so much fun and feels like an Excite Bike themed track with the crowd and, well, dirt. It's great. Now next up is the Star Cup, which will have Sunshine Airport from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Cooper Cape from Wii, TikTok Clock from DS, and Ribbon Road from Super Circuit. Now this was a very hard choice to make. I left out some great tracks that you probably have expected me to choose. Starting off, Sunshine Airport. I see this as a very unique track. The fact that you literally get to drive near and inside airplanes is such a cool experience. Next up, Cooper Cape. If you saw my top 10 MK Wii tracks vid, you would know how much I love this track. And it's one of the only good water themed Mario levels / tracks out there. TikTok Clock. It's amazing, based on the Super Mario 64 level, but they expanded it so much more in the track. So much more detail and much more enjoyable. Finally, Ribbon Road. It's a classic, and the best Super Circuit track ever. What could you want? Now Special Cup. Yoshi Valley from 64, Rio Coliseum from Double Dash, Bowser's Castle from Wii, and Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7. Starting off the cup, we have Yoshi Valley. You wouldn't think that having a less powerful console would make the track more enjoyable. I love the fact that you don't know what position you're in. Next, Mario Coliseum. Will they make another track with 2 laps ever? I love the fact this only has 2 laps, as it allowed them to add much more detail and, well, a much larger track. Now, I had to pick only one Bowser Castle track, and my favourite is the MK Wii one. It just has such an eerie theme, and the music is amazing. Now, my favourite Rainbow Road. It's a tough decision, but it's got to be the 3DS one. You really feel like you're in outer space, which you are for all the Rainbow Road tracks, but you don't always notice it. Going the Moon is just great, and the overall great track. Now kicking off with the retro tracks, we have the Shell Cup, which has Mario Kart 7's Luigi's Mansion, MK8D's Turnpike, MK8D's Mario Circuit, and 3DS's Mushroom Gorge. Now starting off, the remade Luigi's Mansion. Although the 3DS didn't do much to change the track apart from a few gliding jumps, they didn't really need to. The track is good enough. Now, I prefer the Toad's Turnpike in MK8D than the original, mainly because it's actually possible to get around the track without getting flipped over by a car, which I don't feel is possible in the original. Now, the remade Mario Circuit isn't the most popular track, but I personally love it. And obviously, it's changed so much since the original, in a great way. I love the anti-gravity section, and it's one of the best in the whole game. Finally, with Mushroom Gorge. I don't feel like it's as good as the original, but it's close, with a few mushrooms that you can glide off, and with tighter controls making it slightly easier, and still a fun time. Next are the Banana Cup, which has Wii's Waluigi Stadium, 3DS's Waluigi Pinball, 3DS's Coconut Mall, and Wii's Delfino Square. Now there are the two Waluigi tracks from the Flower Cup, so you already know this one's going to be great. Although the remade version aren't as good as the originals, they're still great tracks overall. I guess you could say that about the other two as well, as they were both great iconic tracks, and weren't necessarily improved or changed a whole lot, but due to the fact that the originals are so great, they just have to make it into my Banana Cup. Now onto the Leaf Cup, which will have MK8D's Music Park, Wii's DK's Jungle Parkway, DS's Mushroom Bridge, and 3DS Maple Treeway. Now who doesn't like Music Park? Like I said earlier in the Flower Cup, this track is great, and the remade version is just as good, but now much more colourful and better looking. Now, the original DK track also made it into my list, and I really enjoy the remade version too. The huge jump is still as fun, although it's kind of annoying you can't trick off it. Now, the original Mushroom Bridge is quite unfortunate not to make it, as it was a fun track. Now this is probably my least favourite track out of all the cups, as it's just not as bright or crazy as the original, as the cars are easy to avoid, but it's still a great track. And Maple Treeway, I love the original, and although it didn't feel like the 3DS version made it any better, it's not any worse, so that's good enough for me. Now finally the Lightning Cup, which has MK8D's TikTok Clock, DS's Sky Garden, 3DS's Airship Fortress, and MK8D's N64 Rainbow Road. Now I love the original TikTok Clock, and I love this one too. The amount of detail they put into this is just incredible, and it looks stunning. Sky Garden, I feel is a really underrated one. It's one that I remember being the best when I grew up playing MKDS. Now, who doesn't like Airship Fortress? It's really unique, as they didn't just base it on the main castle levels, but on the airship runs, which are just as fun. Now finally, Rainbow Road. This is one of my favourite Rainbow Roads, as it has been improved so much from the original. It is by far the best looking track ever, and it's just so much fun to go through. Now that is the end of today's video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, check my Patreon and Twitter in the description, as I'm always active on there. Thank you so much for the support in the last video. If you're new around here, I really appreciate it. That's going really well, which is great, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.